You ever seen those videos? It's to test whether people will intervene when they see a man slip drugs into a woman's drink. The surveillance video we are watching now is not a prank, but a real crime that has occurred. Xi Jun was born in an ordinary family in 1989. Both of his parents were workers. After graduating from college, Xi Jun had his first girlfriend. He liked this girl very much and even considered marrying her in the future. His girlfriend had a master's degree, and Xi Jun was worried that his education background was not as good as his girlfriend's, so he planned to continue his studies. However, when he was admitted to a university, his girlfriend broke up with him. The breakup was a devastating blow to him. What made him feel even sadder was that he had dated 2 girls after that, but both times he was dumped. The reason for these breakups was all because of his physical problems. It turned out that Xi Jun had suffered from erectile dysfunction, but he didn't want to go to the hospital to check. One day, he saw an advertisement on the door of a public bathroom selling boner pills. Xi Jun decided to have a try. Then, he contacted the seller and bought the pills, but after taking them, his condition didn't improve much. Xi Jun was very disappointed because he counted on it when buying it. Xi Jun, who had several unsuccessful relationships in real life, began to look for women on social media. Soon, he met a single girl named Hong. Hong was born in 1982, 7 years older than Xi Jun. She was a teacher at that time and had been single for many years. Hong longed for marriage and was expecting Mr. Right to appear soon. At first, Hong felt insecure about dating a younger man, but Xi Jun had been actively chatting with her, caring about her life, and always saying sweet words to her. This made Hong feel that Xi Jun was a sensitive and considerate man. Moreover, she was attracted to Xi Jun's good looking after seeing his photos. A couple of days later, Xi Jun asked her out, and Hong happily agreed. Xi Jun proposed to have a buffet for dinner. On September 26, 2017, the two came to the appointed place. When Xi Jun showed up, Hong felt that he was the Prince Charming in her dream. He's so tall and handsome as hell, wearing jeans and a black jacket. This is the video when they just met in a mall. The tall man is Xi Jun, and the woman next to him is Hong. Now they're walking directly to the buffet. However, what Hong didn't know was that during the meal, Xi Jun secretly put drugs into her drink when she left the table to get food. The drug was called date pills, which Xi Jun had bought in advance. He wanted to have sex with Hong on their first date under the influence of the drug. While the two were enjoying the meal and chatting, Hong suddenly felt nauseous. She got up and stumbled to the bathroom. Hong threw up seriously and felt very dizzy, like she was drunk, but Hong didn't have any alcohol. She thought maybe she had something bad causing her gastrointestinal problems. After returning to the table, Hong still felt very uncomfortable, so she insisted on going home. Although she felt dizzy, she still had some alertness. She made sure that her watch, phone, and wallet were all on her before leaving the restaurant. Xi Jun, who had intended to sexually assault Hong, was expecting her to fall into a coma, but not vomit violently, which made his plan fail. Even so, Xi Jun still got into the taxi with Hong and said he would take her home. But what he was really thinking was to see if he got to have sex with her. When the taxi arrived at Hong's doorstep, she took out her phone and paid the driver with the bank app. Xi Jun saw that there was 150,000 yuan in her account, so he had a new idea: to get her money. Then, Xi Jun pretended that his phone was dead and borrowed Hong's to make a call. He opened Hong's banking app right away after getting her phone, but didn't know the password. At this time, he remembered that Hong just paid for the taxi without a password, but with her fingerprint. So he picked up Hong's finger and scanned her fingerprint. It worked. Then he transferred 50,000 yuan to his account because Hong's daily transfer limit was 50,000. During the entire time, Hong, who was still dizzy and uncomfortable, didn't know anything about it. After receiving the money, Xi Jun returned the phone and left. As for Hong, she went to bed as soon as she got home and rested for a long time before regaining some consciousness. Hong thought about today's date and felt embarrassed, so she wanted to send a message to Xi Jun to apologize, but she found that Xi Jun had cancelled her. She thought that Xi Jun must not want to continue dating her because of her gaffe. Although she felt it was a pity to lose a guy that she was really attracted to, Hong didn't want to force it, so she had to let go. Half a month later, on October 19th, when Hong was shopping with her friends, she suddenly noticed that there was 50,000 yuan missing in her account. At first, she thought there was something wrong with the bank system, so she immediately called customer service. As a result, she was told that on the 26th of last month, 50,000 yuan was transferred out from her phone. September 26th. Wasn't that the day she went on a date with Xi Jun? Could he have cheated her out of her money? Then Hong tried to recall the details of the date, but most of her memory was fuzzy. She only remembered feeling nauseous after drinking the soda. Also, while in the taxi, she vaguely felt that Xi Jun felt her up, but she was not sure. The more Hong thought about it, the more suspicious she felt about the date. The next day, she reported the incident to the police. After the investigation, the police found that the information about Xi Jun was fake. His real name is Zheng Qiang. He was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment for theft and was released on July 19, 2017. After being released from prison, Zheng Qiang had no job. In order to cheat money and sex, he spent more than 1,000 yuan to buy the so-called date pills, a drug that can make women unconscious and have no memory for a short time. Next, he began to look for targets online, and Hong was one of his prey. Hong, after knowing Xi Jun's true color, felt so betrayed and didn't want him to get away so easily. In order to make Xi Jun get the punishment he deserved, Hong had a revenge plan and told the police about it. Hong once again sent a friend request to Xi Jun online. Unexpectedly, Xi Jun added her back very quickly. This time, Hong pretended to still have strong feelings for him, not able to get him out of her mind, and want to see if they still had a chance. Xi Jun, who thought he would get something out of it, agreed to meet her. On October 26th, Hong took Xi Jun into a grilled fish restaurant under police monitor. At first, Xi Jun said that the restaurant was not good and wanted to change to another one, but Hong said that she had a craving for grilled fish, so Xi Jun agreed eventually. The two ordered grilled fish, Hong ordered a glass of fruit juice, and Xi Jun ordered a beer. When the dishes were just ready, Hong left for the ladies' room. Xi Jun, who thought this was a good opportunity, immediately took out the prepared drug and poured it into Hong's drink. But he didn't know that there were more than 10 plainclothes policemen in this restaurant who had recorded the whole process of him putting drugs into Hong's drink. After obtaining evidence, the police rushed to Xi Jun and arrested him. The police found 2 small bottles in his pocket, one of which had been used up and the other hadn't been opened yet. After inspection, the drink that was drugged by Xi Jun contained anesthetic ingredients, which meant that Xi Jun's crime was not theft and belonged to the crime of robbery. Not only that, he had a criminal record and had committed a crime again within 5 years, which should be severely punished. Finally, Xi Jun was sentenced to 11 years in prison. At this time, not getting everything but losing freedom, Xi Jun regrets so much.
什么发不来？把自己的大好前程还有家人全部都搭进去了。